Okay, we are on the air again. Welcome back. I'm Davril Tien. We are broadcasting the match between Sweden and Norway at the European Championships in Helsinki, Finland. The Swedish and Norwegian teams are in the water, all set to go. Teresa Blennock, number 9, there on the screen, a goalie. Absolute silence here in the hall. The Swedish women have just got a charge from watching the Swedish men win a narrow victory over Turkey in an exciting sudden death overtime with 6 seconds left. First to the ball, Norway in blue. And the scrum develops. You see players underneath ready to get the ball. Ball bounces free, pushed down, and taken by Norway. Come over and are met by resistance. The teams are pretty fresh. Sweden takes possession and clear the zone. Coming all the way over in a very good, I think. Spins around to get the ball closer to the goal over to a teammate. So pressure on the Norwegian goal. It would be an upset if Sweden could win this, because Norway got silver in Kali, and they have a tough team. Over on the far side, the ball carrier comes in, and they're trying to, or they've given up that push on the goal for the moment. Coming again now, and over the top. Pass down, very nice. Then over to the other side. And then out again, another move by Sweden to the goal. They've lost the ball. Norway swimming away, and on the bottom, moving quickly. They're fast swimmers. The goalie's there. Now the back sends. Shore things up. And Sweden takes the ball back again. Pitch it out in the direction of the goalie. And then a Sweden player comes in to pick it up. So in the corner, very good. That's for the Swedish perspective that they've had possession so much, because Norway is probably the favorite team. Now grinding in on the right side, and shows the ball for just a second, looking for a pass. So she found a teammate who is immediately locked up. Norway has got the ball, it goes down to the bottom, and Norway's got 2 players together. They should be able to pass by the player didn't stay down there to continue forechecking. So Norway has the ball. Defenders in place. And this is Swedish forwards sweep in to try and drive out the attacker. Quite a high intensity match, as you would expect at this point in the competition. The Norwegian player turns it over to her teammate in the corner, up to the top. Free throw in favor of Norway. Holding, it was holding call. Okay. Sweden struggles out there. You could see that the player who had the ball had holding called against Sweden again. Oh no, called against Norway. So Sweden with a free throw now. Ten minutes showing on the clock. Sweden puts the ball into play. Coming in with two players helping screen her way was Linda Carlson. But they lose the ball, and Norway's coming over. And they come so quickly that it's stressful for the Swedish because they don't have any time to spare getting down there. I lock up the Norwegian for a minute, but she's free and coming from it, but she's got a good, got around the back to the other side with a pass and locked up again. And a Norwegian player who has the ball heads up to the top. Surface, she goes to the corner, she's breathing. She passes it directly down into the corner. And into the corner again. And then towards the goal, but it's picked off. And Sweden's got it. Twisting and turning. They reached the mid-pool pretty easily. Well, easily. I mean, they didn't get locked up and go to the surface. Now Norway's taking it back. And so Krakow caught her by the legs. So the Norwegian player shakes off the forechecking, heads over. Good position by the basket. Norway passing down to the players who come in. They feed these waves with a good rhythm. They have a good, solid method for keeping the ball close to the basket. Taking one of these breaks again, headed into the corner. She passes down, and Norway comes in, pushed away by the back. She dumps it out there, picked up by Nina Berg again, forward. But she's locked up. She gets the ball away, only to be taken. Empty goal. She's going to score. So, Norway has scored on an empty basket goal. Yeah, they're fast. Timeout called by Norway. That was Siri Korsbrekke, one of the players for Norway who seems to score a lot of goals. And she's done it again. You can go in and read the player about the individual performances. Of course, goal scoring is not everything. There are players who are extremely important. Credit me. So Sweden now down 1-0 with 7 minutes remaining in the first half. They played well, but they've surrendered this goal on a mistake. 2 mistakes, really. Well, they lost the ball, and then there was nobody there to cover the goal. You can't always see that when you're charging out. You think that you're on offense, and suddenly you've got to get back. So will Sweden become discouraged or depressed by this, or will they come back? Come down. She fighting gets past one back, and then the new back came down. They tussle for the ball, and now it's another fast Norwegian attack. So the back came down in time, but the pace of the Norwegian counter strikes are trouble. It's clearly threatening when you have to race down. There's no margin for mistake. And that's the way Øyvind Nyhus coaches Norway to play. He's not the coach for this team right now, but the Norwegian style of playing. Norway's coaches, Karina Haglund, herself a super productive offensive player who has goaled for Norway and scored many goals in international competition, such as the Champions Cup. So she's in her wetsuit and happy to be in action again as a coach. Sweden trying to clear the zone, and they've abandoned defense of the basket, and they're going to have to, they're looking for someone to pass it to. They find a player and another player down below, but the ball bounces through her hands, and the referee holding called against Sweden. Free throw for Norway. So Norway here is playing without Amanda Barsten, who will come just for the final. Maybe she's watching this now, or she could be at work, don't know, but the Norwegian roster includes her, or does it? Yes, number 8, Amanda Barsten, is on the roster. She can go in. Another score. So that was Renvig Litlebo who put in the second goal for Norway. The Litlebo sisters are longtime national team players and They didn't go to Kali, but they're back now here. And they're tough players who offer a lot of stability and leadership. Over on the far side, Sweden is resting by the walls, trying to set up an attack. And they come in and lose the ball, and they take it back again. And that was, who was that? Leandra Caladorulo spun around, took it out again. Over Nina Berggren passes to Leandra Calderulo. Now they've got a good position, but unable to finish that before Norway pushes the ball out and begins a new counter-offensive. Dumped down. This time Sweden's been able to forecheck the whole way. And it's very essential, really, that Sweden not allow this type of situation that they're in right now. So the goalie's got by herself and another goal. Number 7. So that was Renvig Litlebo's sister, Gunhild Litlebo, put in the next goal. So with 2 minutes, 27 seconds showing on the clock, Sweden is down 3-0. They need to get on the scoreboard so they can go into halftime and think about something positive. And the bottom line here is that Norway is very fast in its counter offensives. They strike and they take the ball over really, really quickly. And Sweden met that most of the time, but every time it doesn't happen, the likelihood of a goal becomes very big. Norway over to the goal. Waiting in the corner. Well, they don't have to rush. They have a 3-point lead. They can take their time setting things up. They go back to the corner. This time, they pass down through the hands of one player down to the bottom and back down into the corner. She has an outlet. So if the Swedish players chase too hard, Norway will come in. There are only 40 seconds left in the first half. So Norway should attempt at least one good charge if they want to use this time, because the risk of being scored against isn't that great. But Johanna Tappert in the middle of the scrum. She has to bear the weight of Siri Korsbrecke, and maybe even a couple other players. So, half times here. This halftime, I'm going to leave you for a moment to go and get a cup of coffee, and I'll be back in 4 minutes for the start.
Blue number 9. You have a warning for kicking. Kicking. When you're on the goal, you're kicking. You have a warning.
Sorry about my absence here. It took a minute longer than I thought to get coffee. But there are no goals have been scored while I've been gone. And Swedish players are happy because they're going to have a free throw here. 1 minute gone here in the second half, Sweden against Norway. And the Swedish underdogs have they find themselves down 3-0. And they played well and just have not been able to keep up with the fast breaks. As long as they can forecheck and prevent Norway from crossing the pool on the bottom, they have a chance to resist. So Johanna Tappert was there trying to get the pass and couldn't quite get it, but they recovered the ball. And it's a new wave coming in from the side. They're pushed up, and one of these typical above the basket scrums. Sweden swims out with it. The player who has it turns and finds her teammate down below. That's Leander Calderulo. So whistle blows. What'll it be? A free throw awarded to Sweden for, I don't know what it was. The Swedish player has to go down to the bottom to pick up the ball. There's no obligation by an opponent to hand the ball over when there's a free throw. They can just drop it to the bottom, but they can't intentionally throw it further away. Now they come in from above. Sweden, oh, a nice pirouette there. Around, nobody on the basket now, but yeah, Sweden tried to steal the basket, couldn't do it. And the result is Norway moving again. They stopped her, but chasing, forecheckers have got to slow them down, not let them come in with speed. Now things are stable again. Norway's playing with assurance. They have got this game wrapped up if they can just keep doing what they've been doing. Over in the corner on the top, Norwegian player shadowed closely and then dragged to the surface. The ball is, there it is, coming up in the corner there. She uses the protection of the corner to hold the ball out, and then they pass long passes, and then a handoff, pass back. They know each other well, these players. Down at the bottom, Sweden picks up an errant ball. And wrapped up. Difficult to move out of this situation. Players have got to rip it free. They're standing on the ledge there. That's not allowed. The referee could call it. So, yeah. Yeah, so the referee is being a bit indulgent here. And it's Norway that comes up with it. Norway comes in, chased out, the pass down. This is the pattern. Norway using the corner well. Sweden, they have to get the ball back. 10 minutes left in the game. They need 3 goals. Possible? Sure. But they have to score a goal every couple of minutes. Now, spinning around, she breaks off the forechecker, then drops the ball down. And Norway picks it up. There was a little bit of holding there, but now Sweden has the ball on the right side. Does you see the number 26 Anso Krakow? I wish I could tell you more of the Norwegian players, but it's easier when there's a number that you see it on a fin. So Norway taking a position underneath the Swedish basket. The back comes in to reclaim it. And scrum fight. Now only 9 minutes remaining in the game. As Norway coming in, the goalie skillfully fending her off with her fins, but not a good situation. The back is in position now. Leandro Calderulo. Pass out. Now on the bottom. Now, Sweden moving over. She sees her teammate. They've got an open basket, but the ball's taken back long before she could close the last 4-meter gap. Here come Norway. Spinning around and I went and got a coffee, but I forgot to drink any of it. So I'm awake. Sweden defending with 7 minutes left in the game. They go up in the corner. Corner possession works well for Norway. They use this well. It's good routine here. Now she faked with her head. Nice. Found her teammate on the right side and started pressing forward, but a Swedish player managed to tie her up. But a good move. .6:21 showing on the clock. So time is running out for Sweden. Norway taken up to the surface there. Johanna Tappert's been fighting for the ball, and Sweden finally gets it and then loses it again, but broken up. There for a minute by Swedish forechecker. Now down in the corner again. Very textbook control of the game by Norway here, and it'll be interesting to see how this goes against Germany. Georg Ortel told me that it's ordained that Germany will win 2-0 against Norway in the final. And so far it looks like Norway is going to go through. They have a 3-0 lead here against Sweden. The Swedish player is tied up. She managed to get it off, and her teammates got 3 players on her. And Sweden manages to break free and get over to the corner. So it's been a while since Sweden had this type of a controlled possession opportunity. Now they're coming over. I think on the other side of the screen. So tangled up here. Swedish players right above the goal, which is an excellent place to be if you can get the pass off or a drop ball. But it's taken by Norway, and you'll see that they're going to go really quickly. And Swedish players, Anso Krakow, she stopped, I think, Leandra Calderulo did a great job there, latching on to the player who had the ball. The game's become static with 3 minutes showing on the clock. Sweden would need to score a goal a minute in order to get back in this, and that's unlikely. Not really any point to Sweden taking a lot more risks. They'll just end up allowing more goals in, unless scoring a goal would make everybody feel good, in which case they had to try it, or to have shut Norway down in the second half and not allowed them to score any more goals is in some way perhaps a kind of success. But of course Norway hasn't been really pressured to score. They can stay in the corner and kill off the clock, which they are now doing with 2 minutes left. Great camera shot there, up there. It's 1:57. Timeout for Sweden. All right, timeout, Sweden. It's over. The Swedish players jump back into the water. And it's a free throw in favor of Norway. Norway passes down. Less than 2 minutes remaining in the game. Norway is coasting to victory after a solid 3-0 first half. There you saw a close-up of the action through our special camera. Norway back in the corner with 1 minute remaining. Norway can look forward to going forward to the referees halt the action. Sweden receives a free throw as Norway called for holding. At this point, though, it's really unimportant. Oh no, one of the Swedish players is not feeling well. They're putting her feet up. There's a doctor on a Spanish team and a medic here. So she's got medical attention now. Free throw in favor of Sweden. They go down directly. There's really nothing else to do. There's 51 seconds left on the clock. Sweden has got to, if they want to get on the scoreboard, they have to really go in with everybody right away and score. There's really nothing else to do. You see the players swinging their elbows around so that they can't be locked up. Now Sweden is there. Norway will want to prevent the goal just as a matter of principle, not let anyone say that they scored against Norway. Last opportunity, 19 seconds. So is there going to be a goal with 10 seconds left? 8, 6, 5. So the score is unlikely. That's the game. Norway takes it 3-0 on goals by, I think Korsbäck scored one. Ranvig Litlebo scored another, and Gunhild Litlebo scored. Let me just check on that. Yes, I got that right. The goals were scored by Ranvig Litlebo, by Gunhild Litlebo, and Siri Korsbäck. Siri, you've been scoring a lot of goals this championship.
Yeah, some goals.
Going well for you, and you had a very good play in the corner here against Sweden. They chased you in and out, and then you guys came in and scored.
Yeah, it was a good game. I thought it would be really tough, and they are strong. So we're getting in our flow, so it's really good to play now, and I feel good.
Coming up and facing Germany, and you know the German coach said he's going to beat you 2-0. It's decided. Bjorn Gorta said that. Yeah.
So he decided that. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that.
We're going to catch the national song of Norway right now. That was Siri Korsebæk. Norway through fairly easily against Sweden. A 3-0 victory. They banged out the 3 goals all in the first half and then cruised through to the end. And they've got to be feeling satisfied and start preparing for their next match. Congratulations. That was very smooth, the way you kept it in the corner. And they chased well, but they couldn't get the ball enough.
No, we controlled the game from the beginning to the start, to the finish, I think.
And it was 3 fast breaks that did them in.
Yeah, but speed is one of our strengths, so we use that for 100%. I think.
What's next?
Finals.
Against Germany.
See, I think Finland also has a very good team, so it will be exciting to see who wins it. Yeah.
Thanks. We're going to break off the transmission now. We can divide the files up. We don't want to have just one file. You're going to be able to download the games all the time right now. Thanks very much.